So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And from the campus of Maryville High School in Phoenix, Arizona, welcome to 2026 Arizona Youth Football League action. It's Game 3 this afternoon. The 4 p.m. ball game running about a half hour behind. It's 13 and under Peoria Junior Panthers against the Scottsdale Outlaws. The Peoria Junior Panthers are 5-2 on the season, and the Scottsdale Outlaws are 7-0. Scottsdale coached by Brandon Alice. Paul Faber, thank you to him for the roster. Save Enriquez, thanks for the roster for Peoria. And the captains meeting out at midfield. And for the colors, Peoria in the white and the gold, and for Scottsdale in the black. So this is 13 and under matchup. The first ball game, the noon ball game, 11 and under, went into overtime. That's kind of what caused this little bit of a delay. It was 24-16, Liberty beating East Side Canes in one overtime. And the last ball game, the 2 p.m. ball game, Phoenix Dragons in 12 and under, winning 34-12 over the Peoria Junior Panthers. So the coin toss at midfield here. It's 80 degrees roughly, and sun has come out. It was overcast earlier in the day, and coin toss at midfield between Peoria and Scottsdale. Against Scottsdale in the black, Peoria in the white and gold. See who won this coin toss. Even in the Scottsdale will get the ball first. My understanding in the NFL, it's even gotten kind of complicated as far as it shouldn't be complicated. You know, if you win the toss, you go, we want the ball or whatever. But from what I've seen here and there, if you say something wrong, I don't know how it can get it complicated. A week or two ago, we had one where one team got it both halves. I don't know what happened with that. Against Scottsdale is 7-0. The Outlaws, their quarterback Brady Edrington. Imagine a feeder school for Chaparral, and the Peoria Junior Panthers feeder for Panthers over on the west side. And we'll just see who comes out on both sides. For Peoria, it'll be Jose Castro doing the kicking off. Castro wearing number 12. And we will see who comes out to return this kick for Scottsdale. Hernandez, number 6, is back deep, and Mata here on the near side. Hernandez on the far side. Castro has the ball on the tee for Peoria. So Mata on the near side, Hernandez on the far side. Peoria will kick off, and that is a line drive here to the near side. From the 26-yard line, this is Mata racing inside, and he returns at about 17 yards out to the 43-yard line. Hit and dropped inside by Levi Hubble. It'll be first down and 10 for Scottsdale from their own 43-yard line. Again, the quarterback, Brady Edrington. And we will find out since there was such a short period of time in between ball games, we'll find out who's going to be coming out and playing. It'll be first down and 10 for Scottsdale from their own 43-yard line. Edrington, number 17, is the quarterback on first down and 10. 4 receiver sets. A handoff inside. Nothing doing this time as Julian Rubin making the stop. Saul Lanier getting the carry, number 9. Didn't get a chance to double check on some of the pronunciations, but Lanier. Lanier. Sowell got the carry that time and a loss of 4. It'll be second down and 14 for Scottsdale back at their own 39. 9:40 and ticking in the opening quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Different running back in the backfield this time. A handoff inside. Not a whole lot doing that time, as Franco Reed getting the carry that time inside. Peoria with some good defense. They pick up a 5 on the play. It'll be third down and 10. Scottsdale from their own 43-yard line. Scottsdale undefeated. It's 7-0. Edrington goes out of the shotgun. On third down and 10, 2 receiver sets. High snap, they swing it out of the backfield. This is Reed racing to the far side, and he is drilled by Anthony Aros. Aros with a nice open field tackle on Reed, who came out of the backfield. No gain, maybe a gain of a half a yard. Fourth down and 9 for Scottsdale from their own 44. Back deep for Peoria to return this kick. Anthony Aros made a great, they not sure if they are going to punt or not. It's fourth down and 9 for Scottsdale from their own 43. 4 receiver set. Edrington out of the shotgun. We've got movement on the offensive line. Now, was he drawn offside? The left tackle for Peoria, Montano, jumped, but I think he was drawn off by the right tackle. Even in the NFL, it's so hard to keep track of these rules. I mean, they just, if you're a defensive guy, if you jump and get back, and even if an offensive guy jumps, in the old days, it didn't matter. That would have been, if you get back on scrimmage or on the defensive side of the ball, now they're going to call it offside against Peoria. 7:57 remaining in the opening quarter, no score. Fourth down and 5, Scottsdale from midfield. Reed is the running back. Lines up to the left of Edrington. 4th and 3, in fact, for Scottsdale from midfield. Edrington goes out of the shotgun, a high snap. Here comes the pressure. They set up a screen to Reed here on the near side, and after breaking one tackle, he's gang tackled over here. Leading the charge was Julian Rubin. No gain on downs. Peoria takes over. At midfield, it'll be 1st down and 10. Peoria from midfield, some good aggressive defense from the Panthers. They'll actually spot the ball at the Panther 49-yard line. We'll get a chance to see who is on offense for the Panthers. 1st down and 10, Panthers from their own 49-yard line. 4 receivers set. Out of the shotgun. It is Brody Thompson, a quick toss to the right side, and it's complete to Aros, and a menacing hit on that far side. I believe making the stick was Titus Cook. Been some hard hitting so far. Brody Thompson, number 1, is the quarterback for Peoria. Also Diamond in on that stop. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Peoria handoff for the tailback, going left. Breaking to the outside, lowering his shoulder. Zarate, Adrian. Titus Cook on the tackle. Zarate with a nice run around the left side and a pickup of 9. Some hard hitting so far in the ball game. 1st down and 10, Peoria at the 39-yard line of Scottsdale. Thompson goes out of the shotgun. Quick toss here near side, and it goes incomplete. Unable to hold on for Peoria was Christopher Holden III. 5:40 and ticking in the opening quarter, no score. Scottsdale got the ball first. This is the first possession for Peoria. 2nd down and 10. Ball resting at the Scottsdale 39-yard line. Thompson out of the shotgun. A handoff, Zarate going left. Lowers his shoulder and taken out the 29-yard line. Hit by Sobine, Aiden Sobine on defense. Making that stop, but not until a pickup of about 9. Third down and 1, Peoria at the 29-yard line of Scottsdale, and offside on that right defensive end for Scottsdale. It's Malcolm Briggs. An automatic 1st down for Peoria. They spot it down at the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. 4:35 and ticking in the opening quarter. No score. Brody Thompson is the quarterback. 3 receiver set. Zarate and Alphon in the backfield. 1st and 10. Zarate hands off going left, and he's hit and dropped immediately by Dylan Bashkarden. So Dylan making the tackle that time for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Peoria at the 25-yard line of Scottsdale. Zarate goes in motion. They swing it out to Zarate into the open, and a huge hit on defense by Miko Mata. Mata with a huge hit on defense. No gain on the play. Maybe a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 11. Peoria at the 26-yard line of Scottsdale. 3:20 and ticking in the opening quarter. No score. Scottsdale got the ball first. But they turned it over on downs. 3rd down and 11. Thompson out of the shotgun. Man in motion. He'll look to throw. Has pressure. Down he goes. He's double teamed. Briggs and Dylan Bushcarden combining on that sack. It'll be spotted back at the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 9. 4th down and 19. Peoria at the 35 of Scottsdale. You know, and you think these guys feel like high school players when you've seen people that are 11 and under, whatnot. It's amazing. The speed, each level you go up, and still 13 and under, not officially in high school. 4th down and 19, Peoria at the 35-yard line of Scottsdale. Out of the shotgun. Briggs has pressure, throws it away. This ball is loose. It's going to be picked up by Scottsdale. And racing back the other way is Miko Mata. Check that. Bennett Blackman picking that one up. It'll go for 55 yards. Bennett Blackman picking up that fumble. There was great pressure. You thought that the ball went forward, but they're saying it's backwards. I thought it was forward too. The referees, I think, are going to bring that one back. They're going to say that it was, as Jeff said, a forward pass. So I'd imagine here's the replay as we take a look, and you can get a better view to see exactly what did happen. The ball was picked up around the 45-yard line of Peoria. It did look like a forward pass. Castro was in at quarterback. It was a forward pass, incomplete. 2:03 remaining in the first quarter, no score, and the referees, there was no touchdown. It was an incomplete pass. It should be back the 35 of the other 35 back. Well, I think the refs are going to get it right now. Not an easy job for these refs, and you've got parents yelling at them and things of that nature. They're doing the best they can. They're not professionals. I guess if you get paid, you're a professional, but I mean, we're not talking NFL. So they do the best they can. Ball be spotted back at the 35-yard line. There was an incomplete pass. Dodging a bullet was Peoria. 1st down and 10, Scottsdale from their own 35-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield and a handoff going right this time. Spinning and twisting, a penalty marker comes in. It's a 5-yard gain for Mata. So Miko Mata getting the carry that time, and it's going to be holding against Scottsdale. Sun has come out, temperature around 82. The ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line of Scottsdale. Minute 56 and ticking here in the opening quarter. No score. Second possession for Scottsdale. They got the ball first. Brady Edrington checks the sideline for Scottsdale. It'll be 1st down and 20. Scottsdale back at their own 27-yard line. Edrington goes under center. A quick toss left side. It's complete to Blackman. Races to the outside, and he's back up to the 30-yard line. Tackled by Adrian Zararte. They pick up a couple back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Scottsdale from their own 30. Minute 30 and ticking here in the opening quarter. No score. Another ball game after this, but we will not be broadcasting it. Edrington out of the shotgun with an empty backfield. 5 receivers, 2nd and 15. Edrington has pressure. Dumps it off here to the near side. It's complete to Blackman up the near sideline. Cuts it back inside. Blackman inside the 30. 2 men to beat and tackled from behind by Levi Hubble. Blackman is quite a ball player. $58-yard gain on that little pass to Bennett Blackman. Touchdown saving tackle by Levi Hubble. Not much time remaining here in the first quarter, 45 seconds and ticking. Scottsdale 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line of Peoria. Backs in the I formation. 2 receivers set. Edrington under center. They hand off to the fullback inside. It's Ari Diamond. Diamond getting the carry going inside. He picked up about 3. That'll be the end of the first quarter. No score, as we'll switch ends here between Scottsdale and Peoria.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out at Maryvale High School out on the west side, 59th Avenue north of I-10. No scores. We start the second quarter between Scottsdale and the Peoria Junior Panthers, 13 and under. Scottsdale on the move, 2nd down and 7 at the 8-yard line of Peoria. Mata the tailback. Edrington goes under center. Play fake. Edrington rolling to his left, looks to throw, fires complete here to the near side down to the 4-yard line, complete to Diamond, and a penalty marker comes whisking in. It might be a face mask or something. Anthony Aros was over there, as well as Wyatt Alvidrez. A face mask against the defense. Also, Adrian Zararte was over there. And it's a pickup, a net of about 5. It'll be 1st down and goal for Scottsdale at the 2-yard line of Peoria. Scottsdale 7-0 on the season, Peoria 5-2. First down and goal, Scottsdale at the 2 of Peoria. Diamond the fullback, the tailback is Mata. Handoff to Mata, straight ahead, and with a second effort, he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Scottsdale takes the lead, 6-0. 9:26 remaining in the second quarter on the 2-yard run by Mata. So a second effort from Mata. And now the extra point try. Mata will try the extra point. He just scored that. And he kicks it up and drills it. Very good kick by Mata, a 2-point conversion kick. It is 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale with 9:26 remaining in the second quarter. So Miko Mata, a 2-yard touchdown run and the 2-point conversion kick, and he drilled that one through. So keep that name Miko Mata in the back of your memory bank from Scottsdale. Mata will be kicking off, I'd imagine, to Peoria. Mata with a very good leg. Temperature around 82 degrees. Sun is out over here in west side of Phoenix. Aros back deep on the far side, and Holden here on the near side to return the kick of Mata. The way Mata kicked that extra point, I'd imagine he'd kick it pretty deep, probably over the heads of the return men. Aros on the far side, Holden on the near side. Mata to kick off for Scottsdale. That is a line drive picked up at the 22-yard line by Aros, and he's driven out of bounds around the 31, return of 9 yards. Peoria first down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. They trail at 8-0, 9:20 remaining in the second quarter. They'll spot the ball at the 30-yard line. Peoria first down and 10 from their own 30. They trail at 8-0, 9:20 remaining in the half. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half. Brody Thompson back in at quarterback on first down and 10. Peoria from their own 30-yard line. 4 receivers. Man goes in motion is Aros towards the far side on the end around. Aros has it and races to the outside, taken out by Vander Schaaf after a gain of about 7 on the end around. It'll be second down and, well, we'll call it 4 from the 36. Get the clock going once again. Second down and 4 for Peoria from their own 36. Three backs in the backfield. Thompson out of the shotgun. A handoff inside, and Mata makes the tackle and potentially a face mask. Zarate took it straight ahead, picked up a couple out to the 39, but a penalty marker thrown in from the near side. Mata, the rough tackle, and they're calling for a face mask, at least some of the fans over here. Quite a step up from the last game as far as the speed of the ball game. Face mask against Scottsdale. I believe it was Mata who was in on the tackle. 8:44 remaining in the half. No score, or I should say 8-0. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale on a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Referees will mark it off, and Peoria will get the 15-yard step off on the face mask. I believe it was Mata who made the tackle on Zarate. Peoria 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of Scottsdale. And I believe we have a timeout called. Not quite sure who officially did get who was the timeout? Looked like a referee timeout, but I wouldn't think that would be the case. So they're kicking out the majority of the Peoria fans. Is that correct? Everyone on this side. So all the Peoria fans are being told to leave. I guess maybe a couple of the more vocal parents over here on this side for Peoria, maybe ruining it all for everybody. Would that be the case? They're not. So they are telling all the fans on this side, the near side, all the Peoria fans have to leave. And I believe in particular, maybe this man over here that's filming has been the loudest of any of them. Now, I give credit to the people running this place. You don't want anything to get out of control. But a couple of loud fans ruined it for everybody. You know. We're going to go to a commercial here with 8:44 remaining in the half, 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale, as the Peoria fans being told to leave here on the near side.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. 8:44 remaining in the half. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale after our little temporary break, as the people running the facility here at Maryvale told all the Peoria fans on this side to leave. First down and 10, a handoff going right this time. It's Zararte to the outside. He fights his way down to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 16. And a big gain taken down over here on the near side by Aiden Sovine of Scottsdale. But a couple of the loud fans on this side, they said if they didn't leave, they were going to have to, that Peoria was going to have to forfeit the ball game. So a bunch of them left. Never seen that before. First down and 10 for Peoria at the 31-yard line of Scottsdale. Two receivers set. Thompson a quick toss near side. It is complete in traffic, and making the catch over here on the near side for Peoria is Holden. Christopher Holden, the third, on the quick toss. Shoved out by Sovine again, and Ari Diamond. A gain of 4, second down and 6. Peoria at the 27 of Scottsdale. Scottsdale up 8-0, 7:52 remaining in the second quarter on a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Thompson out of the shotgun, a handoff. Zararte going left, now cuts it back inside and ridden down just shy of that first down marker over there by Evans Hernandez. It'll be third down and 1. Scottsdale undefeated at 7-0. Peoria is 5-2. This is 13 and under action. Very talented group of players out there. Well, they gave them enough for a first down. It'll be first down and 10. Peoria at the 21-yard line of Scottsdale. Thompson, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Zararte in motion, a handoff inside. This is Wieland, who fights his way in a big gainer down the middle. Well, check that. It was Julian Rubin. Rubin on the carry, wearing 0 in the backfield, and fought his way all the way down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line in a big gain. It'll be first and goal. Rubin in the backfield to the right, Zararte to the left. Thompson out of the shotgun and first and goal. Peoria at the 4-yard line of Scottsdale, 6:35 and ticking in the second quarter, 8-0 Scottsdale. Thompson awaits the snap. A handoff inside, and double teamed is Rubin. Diamond as well as Reed and Mata combining on that stop, a loss of 2. A carry by Rubin. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half as Scottsdale had it first. Scottsdale scored with 9:26 remaining in this half to make it 8-0 on a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Second down and goal for Peoria at the 6-yard line of Scottsdale. Two receivers. Thompson out of the shotgun. Rubin to his right, to his left is Zararte. Might they roll it out? The handoff to Zararte, the tailback, going right, and he gets back to that original line of scrimmage. Mata in on the stop as well as Blackman, a gain of 2. It'll be third down and goal at the 4-yard line of Scottsdale, also in their Vandershoff. That's 4-down territory, I would guess. Might they try to throw here? Anthony Aros, number 4, is checked into the backfield. Here's Aros. He gets the direct snap, and he's going to, they hand off to Zararte over the left side. He's going to get down to about the 2-yard line. Blackman on the tackle. Zararte, or I should say Aros, was in at quarterback that time, and now Peoria calls a timeout. 4:34 remaining in the second quarter, 8-0 Scottsdale, and ball rests at the 3-yard line. There was only a gain of 1. I'm surprised they haven't rolled out or tried to pass. It'll be fourth and goal for Peoria at the 3-yard line of Scottsdale. Scottsdale scoring with 9:26 remaining in the second quarter, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. He kicked the 2-point extra point kick. All the majority of the Peoria fans were forced to leave. They were on this near side, as some of them voicing their opinions to the referees, and said if they did not leave the ballpark that Peoria was going to forfeit. A good way to do it, and you've got some fans still over here for Scottsdale, but give credit to the people running the facility here. The referees doing the best job that they can. They don't need some of these parents that kind of get out of hand. Thompson comes back in at quarterback. Rubin and Zarate will be the running backs. 4th down and goal for Peoria at the 3-yard line of Scottsdale. 4:34 remaining in the half. 8-0 Scottsdale. 4th and goal. 3 receivers set. Thompson out of the shotgun. Zarate in motion. Thompson rolls to his left. Throws back into the end zone. It's batted away at the last second by Sovine. Some tremendous defense. I believe it was intended. Zarate was over there. But it was batted away by Scottsdale and Sovine. Scottsdale doing a good job to turn Peoria away on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Scottsdale from their own 3. Some good defense for Scottsdale down there. 1st and 10, Scottsdale from their own 3-yard line. 4:19 remaining in the second quarter. 8-0 Scottsdale in the 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Brady Edrington is the quarterback for Scottsdale on 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Diamond is the running back. 1st and 10, Scottsdale from their own 4-yard line, and not much doing. It's going to be a loss on the play. Diamond got the handoff. Zarate and Montano, amongst others, with some great defense for Peoria. Forward progress. I think they're going to spot the ball for, well, no forward progress. In fact, it was a loss of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11, Scottsdale from their own 2. Can't afford to make a turnover deep in their own territory. Reed, the running back, out of the I formation, 2nd down and 11 for Scottsdale. Edrington keeps it on the quarterback keeper straight ahead, and he's going to give him a little bit of breathing room. And he was thrown down after a pretty nice gain out here by, I believe, Kamari Beal. Wyatt Alvidrez for Peoria also doing a stand-up job. Well, they're not going to... No penalty against the offense. I'm guessing holding half the distance to the goal. They'll spot the ball about the 1.5-yard line. 2nd down and 12. Scottsdale from their own 1. 3:32 remaining in the half. Scottsdale up 8-0. Edrington will go out of the shotgun. Reed to his right. Diamond to, Reed to his right. Diamond to his left. Edrington fires a little slant route. It goes incomplete through the hands of Aiden Sovine. Good defense, Anthony Aros for Peoria. What a fun ball game to watch. Some very good teams. 3:17 remaining in the half. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half. 3rd down and 12. Scottsdale back of their own 2. Third down and 12. Edrington rolls out, tosses here near side, complete out of the backfield to Diamond. And a nice tackle here on the near side. It's Peoria and Adrian Zararte making that stop here in the open field. This is where you need a good punter. Zararte, well, I would shank it. That was a pickup of about 3. It gave Scottsdale a little bit of breathing room, but it's still 4th down and 9. Scottsdale from their own 5-yard line. Scottsdale up 8-0, 2:30 and ticking in the second quarter. They need to punt it away. But just how far can you punt it? If you go for it and you don't get it, Peoria has the ball at the 5-yard line of Scottsdale. But how, at this level, Scottsdale is going to think about this one a little bit. I believe their first time out. 8-0 Scottsdale, 2:12 remaining in the half. Remember to go to Shields Sporting Goods when you're down near the Chandler Mall. Shields is more than a sporting goods store. It's a destination built to serve athletes, families, and fans of all ages across Arizona and the East Valley. Chandler Shields offers family fun attractions, including a 45-foot indoor Ferris wheel, 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, and a 35-foot wildlife mountain, interactive arcade, miniature bowling, shooting gallery game. You can also treat yourself at Fuzzy Wig's Candy Store and Gina's Cafe, located near the Chandler Mall down in Chandler, Southeast Valley. Also, it's sponsored here by the Husband and Wife Law Team. Mark and Alexis Breyer, husbandandwifelawteam.com. For wrongful death, personal injury, find the husbandandwifelawteam.com. Their ads are all over the place on TV and billboards up. 2:15 remaining in the half, 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale on the 2-yard touchdown run by Mata with 9:26 remaining here in this second quarter. It'll be 4th down and 9, Scottsdale from just shy of their own 5-yard line. And I would guess if they're going to punt it, if they're going to punt it away, I would guess Mata would maybe be doing it. He's the kicker. Now he backs up. It is Mata who will punt it of his own end zone. This is whistle dead. Anthony Aros is back deep to return the punt for Peoria. Nathan Jarzabek. Hopefully I didn't have a chance to get pronunciations before the game. The line of scrimmage is now the 1-yard line, and Mata will try to punt out of the back of his own end zone. 4th and 13, Scottsdale from their own 1. Mata, one step, he gets it off. It takes a Scottsdale roll and rolls out of bounds around the 19-yard line, an 18-yard punt, but he didn't have much room. He only had about 10 yards to work with. Mata with a good leg, and at least it got Peoria out a little bit from the 19-yard line of Scottsdale rather than the 1. Big thing is that he got the punt off. 2:05 remaining in the half. Peoria gets the ball to start the second half. Scottsdale leading 8-0 on a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. 2:05 remaining in the half. A short field for Peoria. 1st and 10. Peoria at the Scottsdale 18-yard line. Brody Thompson will be the quarterback for Peoria. Jose Castro Jr., number 12, has also been out there. This time, Castro will be the quarterback. Thompson will be a wide receiver to the far side. 4 receivers. Castro the quarterback on 1st down and 10 at the Peoria, or I should say they tried an end around and the ball pops loose, and falling on it back of the 28-yard line that time was Anthony Aros. A fumbled exchange between Castro and Aros on the end around, a loss of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 19. 1:45, beg your pardon?
Well, Scottsdale really
Right. So Jose Castro Jr. is the quarterback. He's in. Place of Thompson, who's now been a wideout. 2nd and 19 for Peoria at the 27-yard line of Scottsdale. 1:20 and ticking in the second quarter. 8-0 Scottsdale. 4 receivers. Castro goes out of the shotgun. A low snap. Lofts it deep down the near side towards the end zone. I think we're going to have interference, and indeed it is. The interference will be on Aiden Sovine. They tried to get the ball down here to Christopher Holden III. I guess it was interference on Sovine. Good call. And they will spot the ball. Unlike the NFL, they don't spot it at the spot of the foul, but it almost looks like they are. If it was a 15-yard penalty, Peoria was at the 27 of Scottsdale. That would put the ball down at the 12, but they're spotting the ball down inside where the infraction happened around the 6-yard line. .109 remaining in the first half, 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale on the 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. Well, we don't have some of the fans here yelling at the refs, except it was the Peoria fans that were yelling at or at least one in particular that I remember. But the people running the facility here told them all to leave. All the Peoria fans here on this side, the near side, were told to leave, or else Peoria would have to forfeit the ball game, as some of them getting loud at the referees. Now the spot is right. It'll be 15-yard penalty interference against Scottsdale. The ball will be spotted at the 12-yard line of Scottsdale. 1:09 remaining in the second quarter. 8-0 Scottsdale. 1st and 10. Castro out of the shotgun. Handoff to Zararte inside. Fights his way down to the 6-yard line. Mata coming up from the secondary to make the stop, as well as Franco Reed. Ball is spotted at the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're showing 1st and goal for Peoria at the 6-yard line of Scottsdale. Castro, a handoff on the delay to Zararte over the left side. Tackle made by Vandershoff. It was Rubin on the carry. Check that. Julian Rubin getting the carry on the delay, and he made it down to the 6-yard line. Timeout is called by Peoria. This is very important that they get into the end zone. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale. 36 seconds remaining in the half. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half. Mata scored on a 2-yard touchdown run. He kicked the 2-point extra point kick. And Peoria with 1 timeout remaining. They have a second and goal at the 6-yard line of Scottsdale. Castro has been in at quarterback. Clouds coming back out again, kind of covering up the sun, but a beautiful afternoon, about 80 degrees. Castro will be the quarterback. Thompson will split out to the left. Rubin 0 to the right. Zararte to the left in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Peoria at the 6 of Scottsdale. 4 receivers, and now a timeout is called. Stoppage of play. Well, they put the clock back at 36 seconds from 32. Peoria trying to tie it up here. 36 seconds remaining in the half. They trail at 8-0. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 6-yard line of Scottsdale. Castro gets a snap. Fires and a little bit low here to the near side. Undershot Zararte. Coverage by Mata. 3rd and goal. Peoria again gets this ball to start the second half. Good ball game here, 13 and under. Game 1 today was won in overtime by Liberty. 11 and under, they beat Eastside Canes 24-16. The 2 p.m. ball game, it was Phoenix beating Peoria Junior Panthers 34-12. It's 12 and under action. Thompson will take back over at quarterback for Peoria on 3rd and goal at the 6 of Scottsdale. Thompson, a quick toss here to the near side, complete to Aros. Fights his way down to the 1 yard line. He's not going to get in. Taken down by Evans Hernandez at the 1 yard line, and a timeout is called with 23 seconds remaining in the half. 8-0 Scottsdale. It'll be 4th and goal for Peoria at the 1 yard line of Scottsdale. We've had a lot of plays down near the goal line that a lot of the teams couldn't punch it in. In fact, that's what happened in game 1. Liberty stopped Eastside Canes in 11 under ball game at the half-yard line to hold on in overtime for Liberty's win 24-16. 23.7 seconds remaining in the half. 8-0 in favor of Scottsdale, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. He kicked the 2-point extra point kick. It is 4th down and goal for Peoria at the 1 yard line of Scottsdale. If Peoria comes away without any points, it'd be a major disappointment for them. Rubin, the running back, as well as Aros, will be in the backfield. Zararte. Well, it looks like Thompson, who's been quarterbacking, will split out to the left. Aros will take a direct snap under center on 4th and goal. A wildcat formation. Aros races to his left, takes on a defender, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 8-6. 1 yard touchdown run by Aros of Peoria. 20 seconds remaining in the half, and see if Peoria kicks the extra point. Castro did the kicking off. He will come in and try a 2-point extra point kick to try to tie it up. These extra point kicks, of course, the 11 and under, they weren't doing any kicking, but it's fun to watch them. It makes it a little bit more, Peoria is going to go for a 1-point conversion. They are not going to try to tie it. Maybe not any confidence in Castro. He'll be the quarterback. Zararte in motion, a 1-point conversion try. That was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who got a fingertip on it. It might have been Vandershoff, and the score remains 8-6 in favor of Scottsdale, with 17 seconds remaining in the half. So the difference in the ball game, the 2-point extra point kick by Mata for Scottsdale. Scottsdale leading 8-6 here with 17 seconds remaining in the half. Peoria gets the ball to start the second half. It's fun, though, to see if these got, the kicking game. To see, it's a big advantage if you've got a guy that's a good kicker that you can kick an extra point versus try to go for one. So Castro will put it on the tee for Peoria. Check that. It'll be Holden to kick off. Holden puts it on the tee for Peoria. Two returnmen back deep, and that's a knuckleball grabbed on a line by Pinkard, and he races back for Scottsdale to the 48-yard line, taken down by Alvidrez. So not much time remaining in the half, just 9.5 seconds remaining, 8-6, a 2-point lead for Scottsdale. Scottsdale will have it, first down and 10 from their own 48. And they're going to reset the clock at 17 seconds. I believe Scottsdale has 2 timeouts remaining, but that's just from my count. Sometimes the referee's not signaling it the best. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half. According to my scoring, Scottsdale has 2 timeouts remaining. We'll see. 17 seconds remaining in the half. Scottsdale leading 8-6. First and 10, Scottsdale from their own 48-yard line. 4 receiver set. From the shotgun, Edrington fires deep down the near side. It's complete to Mata, or check that, complete to Bennett Blackman at the 30-yard line, a gain of 22 in traffic, and a timeout is called by Scottsdale, their second, with 10.3 seconds remaining in the half. Bennett Blackman, 00, that's a name to remember. Tremendous athlete, make a nice catch there. So I believe that Scottsdale has 1 timeout remaining. They lead at 8-6, 10.3 seconds remaining in the half, and Scottsdale will have it first and 10 at the Peoria 30-yard line. Now, Miko Mata, the place kicker and running back and middle and linebacker for Scottsdale, has a good leg, but we would see when he kicked that extra point, I would think he could kick one from 35. So we'll see what happens here. I believe Scottsdale has 1 timeout remaining. Scottsdale up 8-6, 10.3 seconds remaining in the half. Peoria gets the ball to start the second half. Edrington out of the shotgun and first down and 10. Scottsdale at the 30 of Peoria. 4 receivers set. And a whistle is blown and a stoppage of play. Timeout is called by Peoria, their 3rd and final timeout. Had a couple.
I think they are
Out of timeouts.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
So maybe Peoria's out of timeouts. I had them listed for 2, but that doesn't mean anything. It'll be a penalty against 15-yarder. What is the penalty? A 15-yard penalty against Peoria, and I don't know what it was. First down and 10. Scottsdale at the Peoria 15-yard line. Edrington fires into traffic. It is picked off by Peoria. And racing back the far sideline, Edrington, a touchdown-saving tackle. The ball was picked off by Peoria's Christopher Holden III. Edrington with a touchdown-saving tackle. It was a return of about 45 yards. I thought for a moment Holden was going to go all the way, and that is the end of the half. Scottsdale leading it by a score of 8-6. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Sun could be a factor now. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. We start the second half of Game 3 this afternoon. 13 under the Peoria Junior Panthers at 5-2 against Scottsdale Outlaws 7-0. Scottsdale leading 8-6. They scored first on a 2-yard. Then right before the half, a 1-yard touchdown run by Aros of Peoria on a direct snap. They did not get the 1-point conversion that they tried. Peoria will get the ball to start the second half to begin with here, and the should be a good second half here. Miko Mata will kick off for Scottsdale. Aros back deep as well as Holden. Holden on the far side, and check that. Yes, it will be Aros on the near side. Holden on the far side. Holden intercepted a pass before halftime and nearly ran it back, but he was knocked out of bounds by the Scottsdale quarterback, Brady Edrington. Sun could be a factor as it's out pretty nice right now. It's 82 degrees, but if you're catching a ball looking back into the sun, it's kind of out to the west. If you're looking back towards the west, it could get in your eyes if you're trying to, catch a ball. Some of the teams for the Vale boys, they'll be playing the next ball game. I imagine that's 13 and under. We will not have that broadcast, but a lot of the parents here for that already. We had an interesting thing happen in the second quarter. A lot of the Peoria fans were getting a little bit loud, yelling at the refs, and they were all told to leave here from this side, or else Peoria was going to forfeit the ball game, but they did leave. 8-6 in favor of Scottsdale. Scottsdale to kick off. It is Mata who, a little squib kick here to the near side, and it's recovered by Scottsdale. I don't know that ball went 10 yards. Zane Faber recovered it, but I think he got that ball about 9.5 yards before it went 10 yards. We'll see what these referees do. It was a good, tricky onside kick because Mata's got a good leg. Well, they're going to give it to Peoria. They're going to say that ball was touched at, I believe, 9.5 yards, not 10. If it had gone to 10, it would have been a Scottsdale ball. I guess a 5-yard penalty on top of it because they didn't go 10 yards. Peoria will get the ball. First down and 10 at the Scottsdale 45-yard line. It was a very good onside kick. It just didn't quite go the 10 yards. It was recovered by Scottsdale. Peoria trailing 8-6, 9 minutes and ticking in the third quarter. First and 10, Peoria at the 45-yard line of Scottsdale. Castro out of the shotgun, 4 receivers set. Man goes in motion on the end around. It is Holden to the outside and tried to cut it back in, and he was hit and dropped before he could get a big gain here by Liam Vanderschaff. So the end around to Holden, and a gain of 2 down to the 43-yard line, second down and 8. Scottsdale 7-0 on the season. Peoria is 5-2. This is another very good ball game. Difference in the ball game, the 2-point extra point kick by Scottsdale's Miko Mata. The 1-point conversion try by Peoria was no good after their touchdown. Second down and 8, Peoria at the 43-yard line of Scottsdale. Castro out of the shotgun. They hand off Zararte inside with a nice hole and grabbed from behind by Scottsdale and Dylan Buscardin. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Peoria at the 38 of Scottsdale. Jose Castro Jr., the quarterback for Peoria. Brody Thompson has also been quarterback, but he will line up in a receiver spot to the far side. Castro will be the quarterback. 3rd and 3, Peoria at the 38 of Scottsdale. 3 receivers and offside against Scottsdale unless they were drawn off. That will be offside against Scottsdale, trying to get a quick jump, and it'll be 1st and 10, Peoria at the 33 of Scottsdale. 7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 8-6, Scottsdale leading. Very tight ball game here. 1st and 10, Peoria at the 33 of Scottsdale. 3 receivers. Out of the shotgun is Castro. Ruben and Zararte in the backfield. Castro will throw. Heaves it deep down the middle of the field, and it is dropped right around the 10-yard line in traffic. Christopher Holden III was around about 5 coverage men, but he probably should have caught that ball. The sun has kind of gone behind the clouds, but probably wishes he had that back. It goes incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. So Castro, the quarterback for Peoria. 2nd down and 10, Peoria at the Scottsdale 33. 3 receivers. Castro out of the shotgun. Gets a snap, a handoff. Zararte going left, and he's driven back. Mata, Vanderschaff, amongst others in there. Buscardin. A gain of 3 on the play, or make it 4, 3rd down and 6. Peoria at the 30-yard line of Scottsdale, 4-down territory. Ruben in the backfield, number 0, Zararte 2. Thompson splits out on the far side. 3 receivers set on 3rd down and 6. Peoria at the Scottsdale 30-yard line. Castro will look to throw, steps up, heaves it deep down the near side of the field, and diving try, it goes incomplete. Valiant effort over there by Anthony Aros. Triple coverage again, a nice throw for Castro and a nice try by Aros, but he couldn't haul it in. It'll be 4th and 6, Peoria. The Scottsdale 30-yard line. 6:24 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 8-6. Scottsdale leading. Another very, very good ball game. See what type of play that Peoria runs here on 4th down and 6 at the Scottsdale 30-yard line. Zararte to the left. Ruben to the right in the backfield. Around Castro, 3 receivers on 4th and 6. Castro waits a snap, looks, steps up, in trouble. The ball pops loose. Dylan Boscardi picks it up here on the 40-yard line, but he grabbed it as it just went out of bounds. It'll be a fumble, and taking over will be Scottsdale 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Some great defense by Scottsdale, led by Dylan Buscardin. So some good defense for Scottsdale. They're 7-0 on the season. Head coach Brandon Alice. Paul Faber gave us the roster for the Outlaws. Didn't have a lot of time to get pronunciations of a couple of the names beforehand. Didn't have a lot of time in between games as that first game went into overtime, so we were running about 45 minutes behind. 6:16 remaining in the third quarter, 8-6 in favor of Scottsdale. Scottsdale 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 4 receivers set. Edrington goes out of the shotgun. Reed to his left in the backfield. A high snap. Edrington fires deep down the left side. Man-to-man coverage. There's contact. It goes incomplete on the far side. Intended for Sovine, and some good defense on that far side by Adrian Zararte for Peoria. Edrington throws a nice ball. It's 2nd and 10. Scottsdale from their own 40. 4 receivers out of the shotgun, Edrington. Reed the running back. Edrington throws left side again, a little bit too high on the far side for Bennett Blackman. Coverage on the far side by Anthony Aros. 3rd down and 10. So a little bit of sun going down in the west will come into play if the receiver's looking back into it towards the west on that far side. 3rd and 10. Scottsdale from their own 40-yard line. 6:04 remaining in the third quarter. Scottsdale leading 8-6. 2-yard touchdown run by Mata. He kicked the 2-point extra point kick. The score from Peoria, 1-yard touchdown run by Aros. The 1-point conversion extra point try was no good. 3rd down and 10. Edrington will look to throw again. Here comes the pressure. They set up a screen to Reed inside. All sorts of blockers. Has the 1st down and more down the near sideline. He's going to pick up 25 here to the 40-yard line. A nice middle screen to Reed. It goes for 25. We've got an injured player for Peoria over here on the near side. Nicely designed play. A timeout is called with an injured Panther who is underneath the tent blocking our vision here on the near side. 5:50 remaining in the third quarter, 8-6 Scottsdale.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Brody Thompson shaken up a little bit for Peoria on that tackle. A gain of 25 on the screen pass to Reed. He's all right on the sidelines. It appears Brody Thompson, also the quarterback, one of the quarterbacks for Peoria. 5:50 remaining in the third quarter, 8-6 Scottsdale. 1st and 10 Scottsdale at the 40 of Peoria. Edrington out of the shotgun, 4 receivers set. The sun has come out to the west now. Edrington has pressure, throws left side and deep. A little bit too high for Bennett Blackman. Good coverage over there. Zararte and Anthony Aros. Bennett Blackman's a good one. That throw just a little bit high, and it's 2nd and 10. Both teams for the second ball game all lined up. At least it's one of them over there to the far side. To the left. 2nd down and 10 for Scottsdale at the 40 of Peoria. Out of the shotgun, Edrington, 4 receivers. Showing blitz, Peoria, here they come. A delay inside to Reed, breaks his way to the right, breaking tackle, stays on his feet. Down to the near side, slips a tackle at the 15, stays on his feet and stays in bounds down to the 6-yard line, a gain of 34. It looked like they had Reed, but he just kept going. They're going to spot him out at the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Scottsdale at the 6 of Peoria. Nobody really wrapped him up. I think they thought Reed was down. Scottsdale trying to add to an 8-6 lead. 5:20 and ticking in the third quarter. Reed, the running back, on first down and goal. Scottsdale at the 6 of Peoria. 4 receivers. Edrington out of the shotgun. Edrington fires left side, completes to Bennett. He is grabbed and thrown back by Rubin. Bennett Blackman made the catch looking back into the sun, and Rubin made the tackle. A loss maybe of a yard. It'll be second and goal. 4:50 and ticking in the third quarter, 8-6 Scottsdale. So if you're a receiver on that far side looking back into the sun, might challenge you a little bit, blind you a little bit looking into that sun going down in the west as it's almost 6 o'clock Pacific time. Second and goal, Scottsdale at the 7 of Peoria. 4 receivers, Edrington out of the shotgun. A delay, he goes straight ahead and ridden down from behind at about the 5-yard line. Alexander Fuentes Jasso. So Alexander inside, number 55, riding down the quarterback after a 2-yard gain on the delay. It's third down and goal. Scottsdale at the 5 of Peoria. 4:19 and ticking in the third quarter, 8-6 Scottsdale. Trying to get that clock going again. Third and goal, Scottsdale at the 5 of Peoria. Edrington goes under center. Play action. Edrington fires towards the end zone, and it's knocked away at the last second. Alphon with some good defense here on the near side to knock it away before Vanderschaft could come up with it. So Alphon with a good job. I'm almost curious if Scottsdale may kick it. It would be a 22-yard field goal. Miko Mata is a good place kicker. We've got a stoppage of play with 3:29 remaining in the half. I would guess that Scottsdale will go for it. Fourth and goal at the 5-yard line of Peoria. Edrington out of the shotgun. Looks to the left, throws towards the end zone, and wide open. It is a touchdown. Touchdown to Evans Hernandez, who is wide open, and Scottsdale extends their lead to 14-6 with 3:24 remaining in the third quarter. 5-yard touchdown pass to Evans Hernandez. He was wide open in the back of the end zone. And now Edrington will hold for Miko Mata, a very good athlete all the way around, and he'll do the kicking. Kick is up. He drills it. It is good for 2 points. It is now 16-6 in favor of Scottsdale. 3:24 remaining in the third quarter. A 10-point Scottsdale lead. So on 4th down and 5, Hernandez was wide open in the back of the end zone. He didn't really have to look back into that sun. He was looking more back towards the west, or to the north, I should say. So Peoria now finds themselves down by 10, 16-6, 3:24 remaining in the third quarter. A lot of time. Sun has come out about 6 o'clock Pacific time. Sun going down in the west, so if you're looking in that direction towards the west, it could hinder your vision. Holden on the far side, Aros here on the near side to return the kick for Peoria, and Miko Mata with a good leg has it on the tee at the 40-yard line for Scottsdale. His last kickoff was an onside kick, and it went about 9.5 yards, just shy of the 10 that it needed to go, and it was recovered by Scottsdale, but only went 9.5 yards. Mata with a good leg to kick it off. And a pooch kick here to the near side. 29, it is Aros. Scooting to the outside and run out of bounds over the 40 to about the 42-yard line, run out by Kalika. Tristan Kalika. I believe that we didn't get a chance to get all the pronunciations, but Tristan was involved in the play. A nice directional kick from Mata. And Peoria will go to work, trailing 16-6, 3:38 remaining in the third quarter. They're going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line of Peoria. Looked like he went out more around the 44. Brody Thompson, who was injured briefly after making a tackle, is back in at quarterback for Peoria. Checking in Jacob Silva, 23, on the offensive line. 1st and 10, Peoria from their own 48-yard line. Thompson goes out of the shotgun. Handoff inside, Zarate into the secondary, and he's close to a first down after a gain of about 10, taken down by Malcolm Briggs. And an injured member of Peoria will call the referee's timeout.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
The injured ball player for Peoria coming out was Alexander Fuentes Jasso. And it'll be second down and 1. Peoria at the 43-yard line of Scottsdale. 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. 16-6 in favor of Scottsdale. Brody Thompson remains in at quarterback. Three receivers set. Second down and 1. A handoff straight ahead. Zarate spinning. The ball pops loose around the 40-yard line. Recovered by Scottsdale boss Carden. But was he down? I believe the running back was down. It'll be a first down, 1st and 10 for Peoria at the 39-yard line of Scottsdale. The clouds have covered up the sun momentarily. 1st and 10, Peoria at the 39-yard line of Scottsdale. Thompson out of the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Zarate goes in motion to the far side. Thompson heaves it deep down the near side, and going back, making the catch is Holden with a man all over him, and he races in for the touchdown. 39 yards on the touchdown pass to Holden. What a play by Christopher Holden III. And it's now 16-12. Scottsdale's lead has been cut to 4 here with 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. 39-yard touchdown pass to Holden, who went back with a man all over him. The penalty potentially for interference was declined. So here's where those 2-point extra point kicks come in big. If you don't have a guy that can kick it and you go for 1 point all the time, it's detriment. Or what are you going to do? It's an advantage if you have a guy that can kick. Right. Anthony Aros is the tailback to go for a 1-point conversion. It'll be a wildcat. Aros races to his left, takes on a defender, and he's into the end zone for the 1-point conversion. It is now 13-12. Scottsdale's lead is 3. After the 1-point conversion, Aros took on a defender on the wildcat and bore right into him, and 2:33 remaining in the third quarter. It's now 16-13 in favor of Scottsdale. 39-yard touchdown pass, Thompson to Holden. Got ourselves a ball game. A lot of the fans here for the next game, which are going to be running maybe an hour behind. You know, we're not doing that ball game, but I know that the Vale boys, an outstanding outfit from Maryvale here, I believe 13 and under, will be playing in that one. Sun has come out again, so anybody, receivers looking back to the west, the sun will be in their eyes. Ari Diamond is back deep to return the kick. Holden had kicked off, but now it will be Castro to kick off for Peoria. Diamond back deep to return. Castro's kick, he nails it to the far side, and Squibbs picks it up at the 24, does Diamond. Straight ahead up the left sideline, cuts it back into the middle of the field. Diamond chased down from behind Zarate at about the 41-yard line. 30-yard return by Diamond and good field position for Scottsdale. 1st and 10 at the 41 of Peoria. Peoria down 13 to rephrase that. Scottsdale leading 16-13, 2:23 remaining in the third quarter. Well, the Maryvale boys fans didn't have any competition for seats over here because in the second quarter, the people that run the field here told all the Peoria fans to leave because some of them were mouthing off to the referees. 1st down and 10. Scottsdale at the 41-yard line of Peoria. Edrington out of the shotgun. It's a handoff inside, nothing doing. The handoff went to Mata, and it was a huge tackle by Alexander Fuentes Jasa, who had been injured briefly just a moment ago. A loss of 5 on the play. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter, 16-13. Favor of Scottsdale, loss to 5, 2nd and 15. Scottsdale with the ball at the 46. Stop the clock temporarily, not sure why. But it'll be 2nd down and 15. Scottsdale at the 46 of Peoria. Edrington will go under center. 2 receivers set, 2nd and 15, a handoff. Straight ahead, it's Mata into the secondary. 1st down and more down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. Tackle made by Kamari Beal. Miko Mata is a name to remember. The ball be spotted at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of 18 for Mata, who can do it all. Offense, defense, kick, punt. Minute remaining in the third quarter, 16-13, Scottsdale leading. Mata scored the first touchdown for Scottsdale, a 2-yard touchdown run. 1st and 10, Scottsdale at the 28 of Peoria. Edrington out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure, steps up, lofts it towards the end zone, and it is complete. Caught by Titus Cook, but I think they're going to say he didn't hold on to it. And a man all over him, and they're going to say that it was no catch. It'll be 2nd and 10. Valiant attempt, but no catch on that play. 2nd down and 10. Scottsdale at the 28 of Peoria. 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 16-13. Scottsdale leading by 3. 4 receivers set on 2nd and 10. Scottsdale at the 28. Man goes in motion is Hernandez. They fake the end around. A bootleg going straight ahead is Edrington. He's going to be close to the first down marker. A gain of maybe 9. The initial hit by Wyatt Alvidrez. And I think they're going to credit Edrington with 9 inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 20 seconds and ticking remaining in the third quarter. Our score is 16-13. Scottsdale leading by 3. 3rd down and 1. Scottsdale at the 19 of Peoria. They may not get off this play. 10 seconds and ticking. 5 and ticking for Hernandez in motion on the end around. They just got it off. Hernandez races towards the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown, the end around. It goes for 19 yards, and Scottsdale leading at 22-13 now at the end of the third quarter. Hernandez on the end around, 19 yards. And it's 22-13 Scottsdale here. They got that play off just as the horn went off to end the third quarter. Mata will try the extra point with Edrington to hold, a 2-point conversion kick to try to give Scottsdale an 11-point lead. Mata 2 for 2 in kicks. That one is up. He's got a good leg. It's good. 24-13 Scottsdale at the end of 3 quarters.
You want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
Husband and wife law team. Husbandandwifelawteam.com. Mark and Alexis Breyer for wrongful death, personal injury. To hold the husband and wife law team. We start the fourth quarter. Final 10 minutes of regulation. It is 24-13 Scottsdale. Mata to kick off for Scottsdale. That a knuckleball picked up by Holden at the 25-yard line. Holden in trouble, and he's gang tackled back around the 15-yard line. And Holden is down. Some major hitting by the Outlaws. Chase Julia amongst others, and Holden is down after returning Well, the kick, in fact, he caught it, got it, picked it up at the 25, and lost about 10 yards back to the 15. This will take a break in the action here with 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It is 24-13, Scottsdale with an injury.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So holding the injured ball player coming off, star wide receiver, return man for Peoria as he was shaken up on that kick return. It'll be first down and 10, Peoria back at their own 17-yard line, 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, 24-13. Scottsdale leading by 11. Peoria will bring in Thompson at quarterback. Castro remains on the sideline. It'll be first down and 10. Peoria back at their own 17-yard line. Three receivers set. Thompson out of the shotgun. A quick toss here to the near side is complete to Aros. Aros gets to the outside, but he's wrapped up very quickly by Mata here right at the line of scrimmage. Mata as well as Paul Kenny, number 0 in the vicinity. Mata, outstanding all-around football player, kicking, punting. No gain on the play, second down and 10, Peoria from their own 17-yard line. Again, three receiver set. Thompson goes out of the shotgun. Handoff inside, now bouncing left, Zarate. Taken down by Mata again, a loss of 2 back to the 15-yard line. Miko Mata, remember the name, from Scottsdale. Well, they're actually going to spot the ball at the 17. I thought it was a loss, and Peoria calls what I believe is their first timeout of the second half. 8:47 remaining in the 8:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. So we're in the fourth quarter. 8:47 remaining. 24-13. Scottsdale leading by 11. Scottsdale led at 8-6 at halftime, and we're 18 minutes behind. As far as we are not scheduled, we're not doing the 6 p.m. ball game, but the 6 p.m. ball game, one of the teams is the Maryvale boys, 13 and under, the Vale boys, but going to have to wait. The first ball game today, the noon game, 11 under, Peoria, or I should say the Liberty Junior Lions in overtime. One overtime beat Eastside Canes 24-16. Second game, the 2 p.m. 12 and under, was Phoenix beating the Peoria Junior Panthers 34-12. And right here, the 4 p.m. ball game, we started about half hour, 45 minutes late. Third down and 9, Peoria from their own 18-yard line. Three receivers, Thompson out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw, heaves it deep down the near side, and this ball is picked off at the 39-yard line by Aiden Sovine, who races back the other way, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Penalty marker at the 24-yard line here on the near side. that may come back due to either pass interference or a block in the back on the return. It was a 29-yard return by Selvine. But let's see what the penalty is.
No one was even close to the receiver.
Yeah, no, it was. You knew it was going to get picked off. It was just whether the two defensive backs maybe ran into each other. No penalty, I guess. Well, it appears no penalty on the play. 30-13 Scottsdale on the 29-yard interception return by Selvine. Unsportsmanlike conduct against which team? Against Scottsdale. Mata will try the extra point with Edrington to hold. So Scottsdale's extended their lead to 30-13, 8:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mata will try the extra point with Brady Edrington to hold. I believe unsportsmanlike against Scottsdale's celebration. I guess that would be, well, I didn't see anything that alarmed me. Mata will try the extra point. He's 3 for 3 this afternoon for a 2-point kick. That is up. It is good. It is 32-13 in favor of Scottsdale. Mata is 4 for 4 in extra points. It's now 32-13 Scottsdale, 8:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. And I guess the unsportsmanlike conduct against Scottsdale on Selvine's interception return for a touchdown will be assessed on the kickoff. Nothing caught my eye that much. Enjoy the beautiful weather out here. It's going to get hot in a few weeks. Temperatures right around 80. So Scottsdale sitting pretty, trying to run their record to 8-0. The Outlaws, coached by Brandon Alice. Paul Faber provided the roster. Holden on the sideline after being shaken up on the last kick return. So it'll be Thompson here on the near side and Aros on the far side to return the kick for Peoria. Well, in fact, it was, I guess, against Peoria. Then it was unsportsmanlike against Peoria. So rather than kicking off further back, Mata will kick off from the 45 of Peoria, and he may just let loose and kick this through the back of the end zone. Just a 45-yard kickoff from the 45-yard line of Peoria. That is an onside kick. And who's got it? I believe it's recovered by Peoria and Levi Hubble. It's a nice onside kick. Good job by Peoria to recover it. Really a good spot to kick an onside kick because you're kicking off from the 45. Thompson will come out at quarterback for Peoria. First and 10, Peoria from their own 34-yard line. Peoria in a hole, trailing 32-13, 8:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. First and 10, Peoria from their own 34-yard line. Thompson out of the shotgun, a quick toss far side. Complete. And looking back into the sun, the catch is made on the far sideline. Well, it was Holden back in. Christopher Holden, the third, who was injured on a kickoff return early, and it's good to see him back in the ball game. A pickup of 6, second down and 4. So the receivers on that far side have to look back into that sun that's going down in the west. Second down and 4, Peoria from their own 40-yard line. Thompson out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. Peoria will Well, he is hit and dropped in the backfield. It was Tristan Kalika. Hope I'm getting the last name proper. Tristan coming in untouched and sacking Thompson. A loss on the play of 8 back to the 32-yard, or 33, in fact. 3rd down and 12, Peoria back at their own 33-yard line. Clock continues to tick at 7:35 and counting in the fourth quarter, 32-13 Scottsdale. 3rd and 12, Peoria from their own 33-yard line. Thompson with a long count. Timeout is called by Peoria. I believe that's their second. So the other teams warming up for this next ball game. I know one of them is the Maryvale, or the Vale Boys. See if we can see who they're playing. There's a lot of team, or a big team in blue on the far side. So a big, as far as number-wise, as far as players on the roster, team that's going to play Maryvale has a lot of guys suited up over there, warming up behind the trees. They're having to wait for this ball game. We're running right as we speak, 26 minutes after 6. Their game was scheduled to start at 6, but the first game that went into overtime got things a little bit delayed. 7:25 remaining in the fourth quarter, 32-13. Scottsdale leading 3rd down and 12. Peoria from their own 33-yard line. Thompson out of the shotgun. Looks to throw, lofts it deep down the near side, and that ball is knocked away at the last second by Mata. How about that? He is the player of the ball game. That one was intended over here for Anthony Aros. Remember the name, Miko Mata. Can do it all. Defense, offense, kick, punt. Keep an eye on, or remember that name for the future at Scottsdale. Easy one to remember, Miko Mata. It'll be 4th down and 12 for Peoria from their own 33-yard line. I believe they may punt it away. Oh, that's a good point. Holden, it appears, will punt this away. Man back deep for Scottsdale, and the punt is away, but this play is whistled dead. It was Hernandez back to return the kick, but this play was whistled dead. Shadows starting to creep out onto the football field as it's 28 minutes after 6 Pacific time. Sun's starting to go down in the west. 7:20 remaining in the fourth quarter, 32-13 in favor of Scottsdale. It'll be 4th down and 16. Scottsdale, or I should say Peoria, with the ball back at their own 28. Hernandez stands back at his own 49 to return this punt of Holden on 4th and 17 as Peoria punting. High snap. Holden shanks it a little bit off the side of his foot, and it takes a Scottsdale bounce and down by Zarate at the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard punt. So with 7:20 remaining in the fourth quarter, it is 32-13 in favor of Scottsdale. It was 8-6 at halftime in favor of Scottsdale, but Scottsdale in the second half has outscored Peoria by a score of 24-7. And Scottsdale poised to get some more numbers to try to run their record 8-0. 1st and 10, Scottsdale at the 33-yard line of Peoria. Brady Edrington is the quarterback on 1st down and 10. Two receiver set. Single setback. Believe it. Well, they fake it to Reed. Edrington rolls, throws back across the middle. This is complete to Vanderschaff, and he's all the way down to the 12-yard line. Pickup of 21. Nice to be those black uniforms with white numbers are nice to look at. Easy to see the numbers. They actually spot this ball at the 14-yard line, a gain of 19. Scottsdale 1st and 10 at the 14 at Peoria, and Scottsdale now really kind of putting things away as they lead at 32-13 for, should say 6:40 and ticking in the fourth quarter. Reed, the running back, lines up to the right of Edrington, who goes out of the shotgun on 1st and 10, ball at the 13-yard line of Peoria. Edrington hands off to Reed going left. Gets to the outside, and he easily gets into the end zone. A penalty marker back at the 17-yard line. This may be coming back. Holding against Scottsdale, no touchdown. And as the lead kind of increases for Scottsdale, you can kind of see the emotion for Peoria kind of starting to wane a little bit. So the touchdown is brought back due to the holding against Scottsdale. It'll be 1st and 15, ball resting at the 19 of Peoria. Miko Mata has had a tremendous game for Scottsdale, scored a touchdown. Wonderful on defense, offense, kicking. Edrington out of the shotgun to his left is Reed in the backfield on 1st and 15 for Scottsdale at the 19-yard line of Peoria. Blackman went in motion. He lines up now on the far side. Edrington, a long count. Gets a snap, looks to his left, steps up, tosses it to Reed out of the backfield, races to his left, inside the 10, taken out of bounds around the 5-yard line here on the near side by Zarate. It's close to the first down marker, and I think it may be a first down, a gain of about 14 for Scottsdale. The ball spotted at the 5-yard line of Peoria. 5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter, 32-13 Scottsdale. Scottsdale has led the entire ball game. The closest it was 8-6 at halftime. That was not quite enough for a first down. It'll be 2nd down and inches for Scottsdale at the 5-yard line of Peoria. Two backs in the backfield. Edrington goes under center. Mata is the tailback. And they pitch it. It is picked up by Reed as that ball hit the turf, and Reed races in from 5 yards. The second touchdown of the, or should say that's Reed's first touchdown of the afternoon, 38-13. Now Scottsdale in the lead and remaining in the, essentially in the ball game. 27-point lead for Scottsdale. They will run their record to 8-0, while Peoria will drop to 5-3. This is the last game of the regular season. The playoffs start next week. I'm going to have to get down to Shields Sporting Goods down and outside the Chandler Mall. Try some of that food down at Gina's Cafe.
Take a trip on the Ferris wheel.
I'm afraid of those Ferris wheels. 35-foot wildlife, or 45-foot indoor Ferris wheel. We're running 35 minutes behind. This game is taking quite a while. Mata will have the ball on the tee. Back deep for Peoria, Zarate on the far side. On the near side, Aros. Mata with a good leg will kick off for Scottsdale. Mata pops it up. From the 20-yard line, Zarate with a little bit of a hole and taken down at the 35-yard line. Nice Special teams tackle that time. Malcolm Briggs. 15-yard return by Zarate. So you can tell by the body language of Peoria that emotions kind of left them as they trail it by 27 points. 4:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. Scottsdale leading 40-13. It was only 8-6 Scottsdale at halftime, and then 16-13. Scottsdale led it only by a couple in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Peoria from their own 35-yard line. On the end around, Aros going from right to left, races to the outside, and he picks up the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds after a 12-yard pickup at the 47-yard line. It has been 24 unanswered points for Scottsdale. Early in the third quarter, it was 16-13 Scottsdale, but now 24 unanswered points for Scottsdale, and they lead it 40-13 with 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Peoria from their own 47-yard line. Thompson out of the shotgun, 3 receivers. A handoff to the running back. Straight ahead and a 4-yard pickup. And it was Zarate inside. Adrian Zarate picking up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ball resting at the Scottsdale 48-yard line. Second and 5. Peoria at the 48-yard line of Scottsdale. 4:10 and ticking in the fourth quarter. 40-13. Scottsdale leading. Thompson out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. In motion is Holden on the end around. Races to his left, and see what happened on that play on the far side. It kind of appeared that the ball popped loose, but it will remain Peoria ball at the 47-yard line of Scottsdale. Just a 1-yard pickup, 3rd down and 4. Peoria at the 47 of Scottsdale. 3:45. Well, clock stopped at 3:47. 40-13. Scottsdale leading. 3rd and 4. Peoria at the 47-yard line of Scottsdale. Thompson out of the shotgun. 3 receivers. He will hand off again over the left side. Zarate close to the first down marker. So Zarate getting quite a few carries. We've got an injured member of Peoria. So 2 injured players for Peoria. We'll take a break in the action with 3:41 remaining essentially in the ball game. It is 40-13 Scottsdale. The injured ball player for Peoria, Bruno Valencia, appeared to injure his, I believe it was his right foot, ankle area. 4th down and 1, Peoria at the 44-yard line of Scottsdale. A handoff, Zarate going to the left, and he scoots down to the 41-yard line. It's a 1st down for Peoria, 1st and 10 at the 41 of Scottsdale. 3:25 and ticking in the 4th quarter, 40-13, Scottsdale leading it. 24 unanswered points here in the second half. It was 16-13 early in the 3rd quarter, but 24 unanswered points for Scottsdale has put them in command and poised to run their record to 8-0. Panthers will drop to 5-3. 1st and 10 for Peoria at the 41-yard line of Scottsdale. Thompson will go out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. A handoff inside, nothing doing. Handoff to Alphon. Mata was right there, as well as Boscardin and Reed. So Alphon getting his first carry, a loss of 3, 2nd down and 13. Peoria at the 44-yard line of Scottsdale. 2:25 and ticking in the 4th quarter, 40-13, Scottsdale leading. The lights are on here at Maryvale High School as the sun's starting to go down at 6:45 Pacific time. 2nd and 13, Peoria at the 44-yard line of Scottsdale. 4 receivers. Thompson will go out of the shotgun. Aros in motion on the end around. He's going to be in trouble, and down he goes. Taken down for a loss on the play by Malcolm Briggs. A loss of 7 back to the 49 of Peoria. So Scottsdale continues to give it 110% in the ball game, even though they've got this one wrapped up, leading 40-13 with 1:35 remaining in the ball game. 3rd down and 20, Peoria back at their own 49-yard line. It was close there for a while in the 3rd quarter. 16-13, Scottsdale led it, but then Scottsdale 24 unanswered points. Just a few more plays in this ball game as we're approaching 1 minute remaining in this one. 40-13, Scottsdale, 3rd and 20, Peoria from their own 49-yard line. Thompson has pressure and just kind of lays down back at the 41-yard line. Great pressure coming again. Diamond and Briggs. 50 seconds and ticking. This one is about over. I think they'll just let the clock run out. You don't want to get anybody injured. Scottsdale's record will move to 8-0. The Panthers will drop to 5-3. I think they'll just let that clock run off. Don't want to get anybody hurt at this stage of the ball game with Scottsdale leading 40-13. 20 seconds and ticking. Again, this game running about 46 minutes behind. And the clock is stopped. 7 seconds remaining. They're just going to call it, I guess, are they? Now they run the clock. So final score here, Scottsdale beating the Peoria Junior Panthers in 13 and under by a score of 40-13. I'm Eric